I'm over here trying to unmute myself, and I'll put you on. I'm looking at like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on?
What happened? Why did it work?
I know. I pressed the button like to put me on, and I'm like, wow. Anyway, it's your girl Nita the Diva and Miss K here, honey. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Welcome back to Rewind That with Miss K, and this is your girl Nita the Diva, your favorite diva. Okay. Thank you guys. Sorry for the wait. I don't know what's going on with Moochie. I hope she didn't fall asleep because she was saying that she was very tired. She's normally right back here with us. All right. Uh-oh. There she goes. You ready, Mooch? All right. Now
I didn't know that you sent the link that early. Sorry.
I sent it way early when you was talking.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Anywho,
I was looking.
so let me
for
say hello to
someone else.
everybody.
I'm sorry.
Rashonda, Savannah, Miss Kira, Karen, Jeremiah, OC Girl, DeMarcus. Who else? Yep, everybody, thank you so much for being here. So we about to get started. All right, we got Nita and Moochie and myself, and we don't even have any hot topics tonight because y'all was fighting over this thing, okay? Belly and Paid in Full. It was like a tug of war. When I first put it up, Belly was doing its thing. Then I go back like a little while later, probably maybe a few hours later, and whoop, Paid in Full like had a good lead. I was like, oh, I guess Paid in Full is about to win. Next thing you know, I go back on there and Belly is back in the lead. It was so close that I think it ended up being, I think, 4 points apart.
Wow.
I think, yeah, it got really close. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. We are gonna talk about Belly and Paid in Full. This is a Throwback Thursday segment. How are you guys doing? Looking beautiful.
I'm doing good, y'all. Please don't hold it against me. I have not seen these movies in years.
Don't even worry about
It was
it.
my hope to try to rewatch it, but I was getting my head done, and I was running here and there. So yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Like I was like, okay, see, when it comes to Paid in Full, I think I'm pretty good. But Belly, and even though I've seen it a few times, I'm like, I think I need to watch it again. So I was trying to watch some and get, I was getting a little more, but I was like, all right, I mean, I got the gist, but we're gonna work it out. And plus, this is look, Moochie been ready to do Belly for a minute, so we're gonna have some fun. Y'all ready to dive in? So of course we're going to be talking about Paid in Full first because the winner was Belly, so we're going to focus more on Belly
I hope it's no
later on. No, it's no trivia.
No.
Let me see.
Just maybe some fun facts. Well, I won't say fun facts, but true.
Hey, Mike Conley. Okay, so now we're gonna start with Paid in Full, guys. Why don't you go ahead and just I'm sorry, Moochie. Can you go ahead and just give your first? What were you thinking when you first saw this movie? Just tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in time to when it came out back in the 90s.
And no, I'm talking about the movie right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This came out. I thought this came out in 2000 or something like that.
Oh yeah, 2000. Yeah, but the story came from the 90s. So
right.
It was original. It was a story that came out in the 90s, and back in the day when they had DVDs, this was a story. The story was called Game Over, the documentary. They basically talked to all of the family members in that group, and then Dame Dash basically put this movie together.
Sorry about that. Go ahead if you know.
And this is basically the beginning of the crack era. They was the first hustlers that were like Hollywood stars, like the legends. They're part of the legends of the 90s. I'll say it like that.
Right. Absolutely. So what about you, Nita? Like can you try your best to remember how you felt when you were watching this?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be an instant classic. It definitely gave that. Gosh, I can't think of he with the I don't know, the rap group that he in. he was just so out of control. Like
Come on, Cameron, Alpo, or you know, Rico. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I always liked this era because that's the era that I grew up in. So that's why Raising Kanan kind of relates to me a little bit more than other things. So this really related to me, but it definitely was an instant classic.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be that shit.
Right. Hey, Eric Iverson, he said, I heard Dame Dash say that they shot this in 98 but was released in 02. Okay. Yes, that might be right. It happens a lot. Dipset. Hey, young boy. Okay, vacay. You're the beautiful ladies of YouTube are on. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Keep shining, ladies. This is my movie, Harlem, baby. Hey. But of course, I gotta say Brooklyn. Go ahead, Moochie. Queens.
Queens is in the building.
Queens in the building. All right, so let me tell you how I felt about it when I first saw it. So, you know, okay, y'all don't know. But my father used to, you know, he used to be a little big time back in the day. And he used to have a lot of pictures. Like when we go through the pictures and stuff like that, he's sitting in the, you know, like that wicker chair, and you know, like he or whatever, had the hat on. The way they were dressing and the way that they looked was very reminiscent of how my father used to look back in the day with the tailor-made suits and all of that kind of stuff. So it was like, for me, I was like, oh wow, this is look, I don't miss my dad doing that. Okay, but this is what I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? For a time, and then things got better in the name of Jesus.
What you found out your father was ghost. Let me find out.
No, stop. Anyway, but this is what I definitely do remember. So, I mean, my dad, he can sit down and tell you all the stuff, you know, Dapper Dan, all of that. But anyway, we're gonna move away from my business now. But I'm just telling you guys that.
Let me find out he was at Dapper Dan and he seen Mike Tyson beat up Mitch Blood Green.
Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. But I will tell you what he did though. He went to Mike Tyson's wedding.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because he was friends with
fun facts tonight.
Yeah, he was friends with his manager Rory back in the day. So anyway, so here we go, guys. Now, you know, I really enjoyed Miss K. St. Patrick's. Anyway, so yeah, but guess what, guys? My dad is a pastor now. Okay, a drug dealer turned pastor. How about that? You see.
That's from BMF, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Oh man, look.
Cause you ain't gonna convince me that he wasn't that.
I can't even talk about my dad.
He dad wasn't that.
Who? Snoop Dogg? I mean the pastor from Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I'm out there from Sure enough. Y'all got mad jokes up in here.
Somebody said so. Pops was Melvin Williams. Yeah. What up, young boy? 24?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go, guys. So, all right. How did you, when it comes to, we already know the story. Moochie, why don't you lay out the story for us? We'll just talk about the beginning. We already know what happens in the beginning, right? They're eating the Chinese food, right? And then he has the call that his girl is about to have the baby. He goes back to the crib. Well, he's going to get some money or something like that. Mm-hmm. And there we go. Boom. He gets the door pushed in with him. You know what I'm saying? And
he gets pulled in when he turns.
Oh, he gets pulled in. Right. He gets pulled in.
And then they see the door closed. But they tell the story from the moment when everything changed. They started, but then they go back to where it starts from a year before when he was a working square in the cleaners.
Yep.
LSW, hey. Working his friend's hustle, but he wasn't into it. His sister's boyfriend was like the dude on the block, but he was too flashy and he ran his mouth too much.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. So I love that how they started it off like that with the kind of like the present day, right? Little bit of the present day. I like stories that start off with like a little bit of the present and then they go tell the story, and they go back to the present, even though the story is not finished yet, right? Because there was still stuff that happened after that.
Right.
So, what did you think about Regina Hall in this? I'll ask you, Nita, Regina Hall in this as the girlfriend in this movie.
She was a good actress. I mean, I've always loved Regina. I just always loved her.
Yeah.
I can't kind of.
She was just a good girlfriend, and also happens to be his boy's sister.
That's what I thought too. Okay, yeah. I thought that there was some kind of connection in that whole thing towards the brother. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Moochie?
I liked it because I liked it because you could see their relationship budded, and then he was a real reserved guy. He didn't like being in crowds. He wasn't really a flashy person. He wasn't really a flashy person. He wanted to just get his money, take care of what he got to take care of, and not be with all the lights, camera, action stuff.
Speaking of lights, camera, action, he hated. Look at his face. He hated it. And look, and remember, lights, camera, action. This dude, even though, and I'm talking about Alpo or Rico, right? The money's flying out, out the sky, the ceiling, whatever, and he picks it up and he's like throwing, like he too good for it, throwing it away. First of all, was that money fake? I thought it was real. It was fake money. It had to be fake money because he looked at it and was just like, please.
You remember it was a dollar bill.
Maybe, because I thought it was real money, but he acted like he too good for it. Like, get out of here. So he had a freaking tape. And he was showing the guys, and look, this one when I hit it from the back right there.
And he was doing the Dougie.
Yeah. So of course, Ace, right? He didn't like this. He was like, all of this right now is just too much. Everything with him was he wanted to be careful, like you were saying, Moochie. He just wasn't the type of person to be on Front Street like that, which is I really liked. I don't want to say his character because he was based off a real person, but I liked him, sorry, as a drug dealer or whatever. So, okay. So, we have this scene right here, Moochie. You can go from here to, wherever, like from here to how Mitch starts to, get ready to.
All right. So basically he was having trouble on the streets and he caught a charge because he had it was some street business. He had to take care of some people, but he had to go to he got locked up for a little bit. And while he was in there, the phone situation, how it is, and people trying to really see what they could get out of you or whatever. And then fight breaks out, and this is how him and Rico become friends because he basically gets down with this fight with him. He's giving dudes $150s, and you know who explained it the best?
Who?
Nori. When he was telling his friend, and
he was like the Puerto Rican dude.
He was giving $150s.
Yeah.
On his ass and da 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 da. Yo, he was telling the story, and he was like, "Yo, that's your man Rico. He's from the East Side, and he ride bikes and do wheelies and all of that." And that's how that friendship started because they were locked up.
Right. Which is
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. You can finish, but I was just gonna add that it was a terrible thing to become this guy's friend.
Definitely.
That was like the day.
Okay, pretty girl. Can you highlight her comment? She, this is Miss Harlem. She knows. Rico plotted that whole thing. Harlem's in the building.
Harlem.
Pretty girl.
So, did you want to say anything, Nita? Always let us know when you want to jump in. I don't want to leave you out, girl. Panamanian dude. Okay, so go ahead, Moochie. So now he's out. And this, what I love about this movie? Of course, how they dress. I told you, remind me a lot of, so how they're dressing, and also the music, and how they was, it was like he was out in the street, but the way that they was talking was like a DJ was announcing him while he's driving through the hood.
Ron G. That's
Yeah,
and they used to make mixtapes like that back in the day.
Huh?
They used to make mixtapes like that back in the day.
Yeah.
That was Ron G.
So I love that part as well. And I definitely love the part where it was the Phil Collins song on.
That used to be the ish back in the day.
I loved that. So I need to go back and watch this, but I will tell you guys that another thing about this movie is that when they started doing the stuff with the kidnapping and they killed the little boy, this and that, that's when I could go back and watch this movie right now and I'll stop once they get to that part. I don't watch it past that part. Because when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh no, this is sad.
I remember the news article. I remember reading that news article.
I'm through.
I'll never forget that either. I'm talking about the original news article. I was in college at the time when all of this happened. And they was talking about how they found his finger in the it was in a brown paper bag in the McDonald's bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
How and that was do that to your own nephew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like and you don't get the money, so you still go ahead and kill him though. Like that was crazy. Thank you, Eric. Dame Dash said he making Paid in Full 2 with new cast. Oh, okay.
Yep. He's supposed to be doing it. He's supposed to be doing it this year, I think. I was trying to save it for till we wrapped it up, but go ahead, Eric.
Okay.
Got it. I wanted to jump in on this picture. I know it. Is it right? Niggas die every day, B.
No, that's not it.
No, that was when Rico told whatchamacallit pull his skirt down. He said niggas get shot every day, B. Remember he told him pull your skirt down.
Get shot. Okay. This is the part where he was like, if anybody looked at me wrong, if anybody wronged me, they dead me money.
That's my favorite
part. God, I was crying when the first time I seen this. I was crying.
Yeah,
because he made you want to cry because he was like, I'm naked out here without my little kid.
I know.
I felt so bad for him because that was his little brother.
Yo, he loved that little boy. You can see how much he loves him. He was protective of him. Even when Rico called, said something about his head, that he had a big head, like you could kind of see he was a little sensitive about it. You know what I mean? But like, oh my gosh, that was so freaking sad.
It was. Yep, it was Preacher that took his finger. Yeah, you right, Eric. You right.
Hold on. Thank you again, Eric. You right, Moochie. It was Preacher who took his son's finger. Preacher also the one who kidnapped Bobby Brown and made Whitney pay a $25,000 ransom. Wow.
Yep. That was back in the day, yo.
Dang. Woo! I ain't not know that.
Hell no. It was all over the coco.
That shit ain't on none of the documentaries.
Because the uncle,
wait a minute,
the uncle was down. The uncle had a partner, right? The other dude in the store, right?
You know who else helped him get that money back, Eric? You know who helped that whole thing happen? Deb, what's it? Rocco Flocka's mother, Bimmy.
Zeb.
Yeah, he basically diffused that whole situation. Like he made it go. It was either that situation or another thing, but he did that.
Wow.
Like he basically made sure he diffused the situation, because he knew people, you know.
There's a lot of fun facts being
yes.
What she said.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is I was in college when all of this was going on, and I was going to school with girls from uptown, and we would when that paper came out, it was a girl in my school that knew them, and she was breaking down everything. It was
Here's another fun fact, which they didn't try to. They tried to keep this one from us, and I found this out kind of recently.
Yeah, he got shot in DC.
Yeah, we got shot because he played him. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy if you play a character that good.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Can't separate reality.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
And not for nothing, Cameron does look something like the Alpo.
Yeah, but how crazy is it that he got shot up like that?
Yeah, that's it. It is.
Yeah, I'm talking about Alpo. But so yeah, this was a very sad scene, and all all A could do is just watch, like it's really hard to see your friend or anybody close to you going through something because you really don't know what the heck to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to do. You just got it. But he said, let me, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So it was too late. You already, you know what happens. It was too late because when he did try to get the money up, he ran his mouth thinking that Alpo was his friend. I keep saying Alpo, but whatever. Rico was his friend and told him that what Ace gave over to connect to him and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was automatically jealous about that and shot him. Even though that's not how it went in real life, but still. Moochie, you want to go ahead? You break it down how it went down, and
you know what the crazy part is? I don't know if everybody. If you put it in on YouTube, it'll come up where the Alpo actually told that story, and there's also an article where he was saying he didn't want that story to come out until he died. Oh, so he was kind of mad about that. He didn't want that to come out until he died. It was I can't remember who said it. When I was doing my little research today.
Yeah, Patty. They found him near the beach.
Yeah, they found him near Orchard Beach. Yeah. If anybody's from New York, that's by City Island, where everybody goes for seafood.
Yeah.
So
they said
they found both of them.
That he was said that he kind of had some remorse. I think when I was watching one of the one of his little interviews, right? He was saying that he has some type of remorse about this situation.
Yeah, he said he did. At first, when they called him from prison, he sounded like he didn't have remorse.
Right.
But when he did this thing this time, I think towards the end he said it. It's a documentary where he basically rides you to the spot and everything. And I thought that was really bold to me.
Yeah, that's too much.
It was really bold. I mean, it's on here, and then there's another documentary that also discusses the whole thing with Preacher and how they kidnapped Donnell Porter, because that's Sonny's name.
Yeah,
that's his real name.
As the Queens do from Rochdale.
When
Nas pulled up in my hood in the movie to see Lil Man. It was legendary. Hey, we're gonna get to Belly soon.
Right.
So, yeah, very sad. This we already talked about that. That's when he shot him and he kind of grabbed him. Remember, he scratched his face.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's when he met up with Ace. He's like, "What happened to your face?" You know what I'm saying? Lying to him, "I'll be a chick did it," and all of that. Effing around with this B or something like that.
It's a good thing that Mitch did tell him that that was the last place he went. That was the next person he was going to see.
Mm-hmm.
And also can I talk?
Go ahead.
Okay, in the original is another interview with AZ Faison, which is Ace Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
He also tells how he was called over to the car because he was playing basketball, and Alpo called him to the car, but one of his men was calling him at the same time, and then his friend was like, "Yo, don't go over there. He's been sitting here watching you for X amount of time."
Mm.
No, AZ didn't snitch. That's what he was mad about at the movie. Also, he was mad at the fact that they had it
make it look like he gave him up. Yeah,
he was kind of pissed off with that.
Yeah, I
think that's going to be a problem with BMF too, because they want to change it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're implicating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Taking the people that did. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I feel like trying to. I feel like you should do stuff like after people die, like especially if they're not a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. After they die, like, come on now. Even though you don't want to be messing up nobody's name after they die, but it's like, hopefully they got family members around that be putting a stop to stuff like, you're not about to do that, But so here goes Kermit. You know, we cannot not talk about Kermit. This is not his name, but that's what Apple calls it. I mean, Rico called him, so you know I like to call him Kermit as well. The ultimate hating dude. And I found this meme and I thought it was awesome. It says niggas be like, I see you out here doing your thing and I'm proud of you. Yeah, right. Be very, very careful. Look, plotting. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm plotting, ready to push in your door or pull you in your door. Like he really tried to kill this dude. This is the his sister's brother, little brother, because you know he was jealous because when he went to jail, he went to prison, he came home and he wasn't doing his thing no more. So Lil Lucky, you know what I'm saying, put him on and he just couldn't take it. You know, his pride couldn't take that little Lucky working that
he
used to
was
be
like,
working.
You got this little dude working my corner. Let me just handle my own thing. He was like, nah, B, you hot.
Yep. Little Lucky, honey, he couldn't deal. He's like, I don't like all of that. Okay, so you know what I like to talk about too before we get out of here? Lulu.
Oh
Lulu.
man.
So I thought that was pretty sad when Ace came in, he found him on the floor. It looked like his throat was slit or something like that. He was naked and everything. He seemed like a cool dude. So you really don't know what the heck he was into. You don't know why the heck he died. Nothing, right? It was just like, but I love how he handled the situation. He was, I think, he was supposed to bring the money to him or something, and then he had to go wind up bringing it to the actual the connect or something.
Nah, he just was like he didn't like the way God was working his corner.
No, pay attention. I'm talking about Lulu.
Oh no, they don't even. Oh, what are you talking about when he went to go meet the connect?
Yeah, and he bought
him the money. He bought him the money.
Lulu was dead. Mm-hmm. So
he
instead of
the money and it was diamonds.
Yeah.
And they was getting ready to kill him.
Yeah.
But and he was, but you know, Ace wanted that work.
Yeah.
So he worked out a little deal with them. And look, he was like, look, I went to Lulu, you know, and I saw that he wasn't there, and you know, he explained the story and broke it down and everything. Hey, Daria, and they put him on.
Yeah.
They put him on, and it was flowing.
He was smart. He was smart what he did, because he could have kept the diamonds and it probably got himself into more trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pretty Girl said Lulu is an unsolved mystery.
Yes, he is. Absolutely, Pretty Girl. Hey, DeMarcus, thank you for the super chat. Who's the bigger hater, Calvin or Rico from Belly?
Wow.
Probably Calvin. Rico's the one, like, I'm gonna have to drop a dime on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Calvin. Calvin went the extra mile. Like, I mean, he was up close. Rico didn't even know them dudes. You know what I'm saying? He looked at them like, oh, they out of towners trying to come up over here. You know what I'm saying? But this was your girlfriend's little brother. Like, it was just grimy. So he is a super snake.
And Dave's mother was a hard-working woman too. She looked like she was a transit worker. That's why, like when I see the uniform and stuff, when they came back for dinner, and then you talking to him.
Yes, I'm seeing.
You talking to him in the hallway like, oh, you start selling these girls are SUD all night. What? How you saying that and you messing with his sister?
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. So are you saying that you that's foul?
Yeah. So we do have to move on, because the point, we're supposed to spend more time, and we already at the 29-minute mark. So it's like we spent too much time on Paid in Full.
Let's go.
So we have the real pictures right here. This is who is this? This is Rich Porter.
That's Rich Porter.
Okay, that's the little brother.
That's Donnell. That's originally the brother, the little brother,
little Sonny. All right, that's it. I thought I took the other one with all of them together. I did, and I always lose pictures as I'm going through. So sorry about that. Right. So we got Belly, guys. Had to do my little checklist, make sure. So I'm going to go first and just talk about Belly real quick as far as what I thought when I first saw this. The music was everything. Okay. When they went to Jamaica, it was everything. It just reminded me of, going to a party and dancing and dubbing and all. All of that stuff. Just fun, just me being a teenager and just, but yes, Belly is definitely a classic. So I love the music. I love, the duo of DMX and Nas. Like, never didn't even see that coming. I love their characters, how different both of them are. You know what I mean? Two different people. All right. Nita, what about you?
Same. I knew the music was going to be fire because Hype Williams was the writer, the director.
Yeah.
And he was behind all of the music videos back in the day. He was the poppin', director.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe this was his first film, his first feature film or whatever. But yeah, I loved it. It was good. Me back in the day, I was able to watch that stuff and kind of be like okay with it, but like I don't know, me in my older age as I matured and stuff like that, it was hard to watch. I went and tried to watch a couple of scenes and I was just like, this is just I just have those feelings like, just watching those type of gangster movies and
yeah.
Back in the day, it was the shit.
Yes, it's very like it gives you nostalgia, like watching it now. When I was listening to it and they was walking through the club and all that, woo, it's taking me back, honey.
All right, so I was waiting to talk last. She said I wasn't paying attention, but I was sharing it to my socials.
Okay, why you gotta tell everybody our business? I text you privately. Really? You a snitch, yo.
I like getting under her skin. Anywho,
yes, R.I.P. DMX.
All right, the DMX and Nas did have a song on the soundtrack. That's one. Yes, Youngboy 24. Number one, soon as the credits started, the music started with fire, with Soul to Soul, and that acapella. That was the flyest thing. Then they was at the tunnel, and back in the day, I gotta take y'all there. The tunnel had unisex bathrooms without the stores. If you ever been to the tunnel, I'm taking y'all there right now. But the tunnel had you when you go to the bathroom, it was men and women in there. So you got you gotta have your you know how you go to the bathroom with your girlfriend. She like this is the
you gotta hide, yeah.
She trying to hide you because it's dudes like this doing all of that. Yo, I remember the tunnel and I remember going there. And this is when I was called a vampire back in the day. This is like my heyday. So I'm like this.
And then I was too young to be able to get into the tunnel. I used to hear about it all the time on Hot 97.
Yes.
Never got a chance to go.
That's where all the air horns and all of that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I remember those clubs that I couldn't get to, but everybody got all the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Choke No Joke was always there because he was filming everything.
Let me highlight. Thank you, Eric, for the super chat. Irv Gotti said he the one who told DMX to act and put him in Belly. Also, on and off note, Moochie. Irv got Queens looking bad, talking about praying on young Ashanti while married on TikTok. I didn't get a chance to watch that.
Look, we talking about that.
Eric, again for the
I didn't watch it yet, but we going to talk about that because he's making like a whole tour with that.
Maybe we could talk about it on next week on Hidden Gems. I mean, I shouldn't say that right now. Sorry. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. All right. Choke No Joke was the tunnel. Sad he don't get props. Thank you, Eric, again.
Yeah, he was like a videographer back then. That's when this was all before cell phones, y'all.
Oh, see, girl,
everything. Look, if it was done in the dark and nobody talked, nobody knew. It wasn't pictures. I mean, you saw pictures, but those be the pictures behind, like the that like you said back when your father had the pictures with the chair and all of that. These was when you had the cartoon graffiti and the Mercedes and Mickey Mouse with the gold dookie ropes, all of that.
Right.
All right, I'm done.
Oh dang! I did not mean to have this dude up here yet. No, we can't do this.
I'm gonna drop it down.
We can't do
I'm
this.
gonna definitely drop it down. We don't F without our channers.
You can't do that, baby. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, another fun fact.
All my pictures are missing.
OC said she don't know nothing about that. She from Texas.
I know.
Another fun fact.
Tell me the fun fact.
Dag, I lost my train of thought. Another fun fact in this movie. Dag, I lost my train of thought. It was on the tip of my tongue. You got to come back to me.
Right. I was just about to say, Miss Kira said little evidence. Like back in the day, that might have been
right.
Best time. Like
those were
the only way you was getting stuff if somebody had a camcorder. Only way you was seeing stuff like that was on a camcorder, and they'd be like, "Yo, you got to come to my house, and I'm put it in a VCR."
Yeah.
DVDs was
VCR. Yeah, they had her looking like she was just this
she was everything in
Nubian queen, right? Like she was all greased up and lips done and laying in the bed with her hair looking all done and the breastises all plumped up. Because look, Nas had to he laid it out for us, and the camera just showed it, as he was narrating. It was just showing everything, like, hey, everything
he calls a ghetto Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, everything he was saying. I said, okay, shoot, I like this too, DeMarcus. I felt like that too. I feel like Nas and T-Boz could have been a cute real life couple. When I saw this movie, I did think that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so yeah, we're gonna go and back into this. So Moochie, go ahead if you wanna because lay it out. Just lay it out. This is the beginning of things. This is when he's telling him that he wants to get into the
feed your kid.
Yeah.
You better get this
nigga. This is the scene where he's first telling him that
he's gonna mess with Op.
Yeah, that he wants to start, he wants to get into, what is it, coke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I hate
it. But they was calling it some kind of new drug mixed with coke.
He said people was getting laid out, they dying behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why for every time somebody hear that they're dying behind it, that means they want to get down with it.
Because people feel like that's the closest high.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you getting high like that. Imagine if you don't die.
Yeah.
Really?
I like when I love how Sincere was just like, man, you sound real stupid right now.
Can we call a spade?
Oh, I know what my fun fact was.
Okay,
Weebay, the guy that played Weebay was in this too, if y'all know.
Yeah, he got killed and he got shot up and ran into something and they pulled him out of the car. It was like, oh my gosh. So these are the ladies, they talk. Yeah, which one? T-Boz or
they both look pretty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, so this is her telling what's her name? Keisha is telling, what was his girlfriend's name again? I forgot. Is it Tiana? It was Tion on here.
Yeah.
So he was telling T that, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Keisha was telling T that, she kind of wants what she has, with Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
But the relationship, everything, she wants Tommy to be more like Sincere, this and that. And T-Boz was like, T was like, girl, I'm gonna be honest, okay? Like that Negro ain't gonna be nothing more than what the heck he's showing you. Some people just accept the life and they're okay with it, And she was trying to explain to her that you got to be learn how to be happy on your own and stuff. Anybody remember this scene and want to say anything about it?
That's like the shopping district in the city where they was. Like by 14th Street with all the stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What was you saying?
No, I was saying she was speaking facts.
Right.
She was.
Yep. I remember first seeing Terrell as a teenage heartthrob in Usher video, Think of You. Oh. I wore that ponytail in high school.
Damn.
I love a pony, you know that. If I don't have braids or dreads, I got ponytails.
All right, so we have to talk about Wise. I said Wise and Lockheed. Oh my gosh. I thought that their whole story was sad. You want to say? Who want to say something? Moochie, go ahead.
Yo, this school, I can't take it anymore, son. This school, it's just mad hard.
Sounded like a bunch of ignorant
I was laughing so hard when they did that. And he was like, they be wilding out there. We want to come get buddy with y'all. Yeah. But I would never think these two were off each other. Try to off each other. Right. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was because they was too busy trying to
outdo each other.
Prove and
one another.
And
I was surprised it was Wise that did it. I thought it was gonna be the other one.
The one on the side.
He was in the pool. I thought he was gonna be the one that pulled the trigger first, but he was just like,
because he talked so much.
And I felt like also with Tommy Bunn's character, he instigated it.
Yeah,
he could have diffused the situation.
Exactly, he could have been like, "Y'all chill."
Me, you right in my head.
Yeah.
He instigated it, and he could have diffused it. He tried to, but he
said something like, "All right, chill, whatever."
That's why
it wasn't enough.
He took it on the chin and did the jail time.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why he stayed there after that. I think he was shocked by all of it.
Yeah. I was like, this is so sad. That was messed up. I didn't like seeing that part, especially how he just kind of like slumped over the table and had his eyes open. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's so. I didn't like it. It was I didn't like that. But they always say that don't pull nothing out if you ain't gonna use it. You know what I'm saying?
I actually, when I was watching it, I thought they was gonna shoot each other. That's how I thought it was going to end, but I
thought so too when I saw it the first time. That's why I thought he was going to pull the trigger too.
Yeah,
right.
He was talking, and he was just talking so much trash. Like, yo, he talking this and that. I had to shut him the F up. You're not shutting nobody up because you just pulled your gun out and then wind up getting killed. It was just so stupid. So of course I had to talk about this because these little ninjas was trying to follow Tommy around everywhere, just looking up to them and all of this stuff. But if they were supposed to be close and they looked up to Tommy and Sincere, then they would have tried to be real friends like Tommy and Sincere. But clearly that ain't happened.
That ain't work.
Oh yeah, I don't know if she's gonna talk about. Are you gonna talk about knowledge? Because he was.
Anybody y'all can talk about knowledge? Yeah. The heck? Go ahead, Moochie. Talk about him.
Look, I
just stupid behind. Like he said, as soon as he get knocked, he gonna call his freaking house like an idiot.
I told you not to call the crib.
Yeah. And then gonna say they probably got your phone tapped too, stupid B. Like, how you talking all of that on the phone?
But look, she told him, she's like, "You the stupid B." When Tommy finds out,
when he finds out like this,
smoking her black and mild.
Yes. Honestly, though, she really did seem like she had a lonely, boring life, yo.
Yeah,
just sitting up there looking pretty, smoking blunts. I would have had girls over, everything. Going out, we clubbing. There would have been no way that I was just gonna be sitting home looking cute, smoking a blunt. No, sir. No, sir. Huh?
I said no.
No.
And they had a nice house.
Yeah.
Shoot. Nice house.
I'll be like, come on, girls, come over. Let's get ready at my house. Because you know how girls do. I don't know how dudes do, but girls, we pre-party.
Right.
Partying, got the music on. We already started. We get the party started while we getting dressed and stuff like that. So, and with a crib like that, I'd be like, y'all come over here. We meet over here around we probably need 9:00. But in New York, you get to the club at like probably 1. You know what I'm saying?
Look, and put something on your stomach because we gonna be 12:30.
12:30. Yeah, put something on your stomach. Eat. Have some bread.
We gonna be drinking.
Yeah, or we're gonna start drinking. You start drinking already while you getting ready.
Shaking your butt in the mirror.
Anyway, so
it was real easy to take the train to go to places too.
Yeah,
with no riffraff.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the part I don't miss about going to clubs and stuff is taking the train back when you're exhausted. Oh my gosh. Woo! You ready to be like, you like this on the train, like at this basically 5:00 in the morning, and you got to take a long train back to Brooklyn, especially if you
I
went
used to
to
have
Manhattan.
to take a train and a doggone bus or a dollar van.
Yeah, dollar van, everything. Okay, so what was this guy's name again? Because you know I had to have it. I wanted to have him when he was naked and he was just looking super like,
Yo, y'all go get yours.
Looking that stupid. I was like, so he was the same one that after this happened, he tried to kill Sincere, right? On the corner, like coming out of the barbershop.
At the barbershop? Yeah, that was right on Jamaica Avenue by the Coliseum.
And the crazy thing about it is that he didn't have nothing to do with it, really. I mean, he was kind of teasing him a little bit, but the one that stripped him naked was Tommy. So that was a little off. He already had hate in his heart for he had the hate in his heart already for Sincere, because I guess he had got a bigger cut or something like that, right? So he was already mad, but it's like you trying to take your anger out on Sincere, and he probably just didn't want to do it to Tommy because he probably felt like Tommy was, harder than
Sincere. Scared of Tommy,
right? He's scared, so he tried to go after somebody that he think is weaker.
Yep, and this beef all started because he thought he wasn't getting a fair share in the ice.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then he gets on the phone with Big Mouth Knowledge. This is the first time I think we hear of Knowledge. Mm-hmm. He gets on the phone with him, and Knowledge tells Tommy that he tried to what did he say? He tried to do something to Sincere. I forgot the word. I forgot what he used, but he didn't like that. Sincere was saying, like, when his narration, he was saying that, of course he didn't want to hear about nobody trying to mess with him, but he hated when people messed with Sincere. Like, he felt like he had to look out for him and protect him and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's when he did what he did and had him stripped naked and all that. But of course, I wish I would have had the whole thing.
I'm glad you don't have a naked picture. Nobody want to see that.
Who said that?
Oh. He's like, don't nobody want to see that.
You wouldn't have saw it though. It's just him with his just like that. With him. I mean, you didn't see nothing.
Yeah, you ain't
see nothing. His little chicken legs and all that. He was sitting on the couch. Like, you ain't see anything. So
not chicken legs.
Right. Mm-hmm. It was definitely chicken legs looking like that. So Moochie, you want to go ahead and talk about this scene when he meets Ox? Oh my gosh.
He had a bad house, yo.
Yeah.
He had he had servants, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the actor actually passed away maybe 2 years ago in a bad car accident.
Oh, yep. He was so good, so believable. Go ahead.
He came to him and he basically broke down his whole operation if he gets on how everything was going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, if I put you on, I'm going to need you to do a favor for me.
Mm-hmm. You hold me one. But first he was like, the police be watching him. So I don't know, the police are
I don't want to mess with
you. So he don't want to really mess with him like that. Like, I don't know about you, kind of hot. You kind of hot.
Yeah, Meek throwing up the Jamaican flags.
I love who?
I said Meek throwing up the Jamaican flags.
Hey. So he's like telling him, like, you scared? He calmly told him, like, don't ever bring that to me. What he said, I'm the rough. I forgot something. He said, I'm the roughest.
I'm the roughest toughest. I'm the original Dundada. I'm the original Dundada.
I love it. He reminds me of like one of my uncles. But anyway, so here we go. They make the deal. Of course, you owe me one, and they got to go to Jamaica now because remember, me tell you owe me one. So we about to go on this trip. That's how you owe me. Mm-hmm. But then he going to try to go put in his ear, like he's talking about the dude that he wants him to kill, but he trying to set it up to be like, he think he all that and all that stuff. And so he's kind of like amping Tommy up to want to take somebody out that thinks they, you know what I'm saying? That thinks they they think I don't want to.
I mean, he had his hair like a rooster.
Yes, it was looking. But yo, that dude was supposed to be kind of like untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest freaking mistake ever. Biggest mistake ever.
This
so you want to talk about?
Too.
Yeah, very, very.
This is a good soundtrack.
Awesome. So you, especially listen, like I said, when they go to Jamaica and all that music. Oh,
yep, exactly.
My gosh. Yeah. Yes. So what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
OC Girl 81. Don't bring no.
Don't bring that to me again.
I want to hear somebody. I want to see somebody put another quote from Belly in here in the chat.
Yes, don't do it. Don't do it again. So, how about me kill people for fun? Oh my gosh, I loved it. So remember when they come to the house, right? And he could kind of see. So this is listen, they definitely paid homage to Scarface with this whole killing scene. You know, he see them coming on the cameras, you know, everybody.
Remember how he was watching the
and he was high too. Like he was high too. Like, yeah, his eyes got mad big, like, yo, I'm seeing people coming. People coming to my house and everything. Like, what the heck is going on? So he was doing his thing, you know, getting rid of everybody until we had, what was her name? Sheba? What was her name again? Chiquita. Yeah, I'm like, I know it ain't no freaking
like the banana.
Chiquita. They called her. She came from behind, just like that dude came from behind on Scarface with the shotty. And bam, she just slit his freaking throat, and that was it.
But I was handling them in the beginning.
That's what I said.
With me?
That's what I said. Just like Tony Montana, he was handling them. He did.
Miss K can do it better than me.
Handling. Oh my gosh. So, you know, he went out like I don't want to.
Okay, Jay Alexander has a question, Miss K.
He just dead. Huh?
Jay Alexander has a question. He says, will y'all review In Too Deep with Omar Epps?
Oh, yeah, of course. So the thing is, we
got to put it up against something where y'all can vote.
Yeah, we try to do the vote.
Is that the one with LL Cool J?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, yes. In Too Deep. That was a crazy one right there. All right. So are you done with the Ox? Anybody?
Yeah. I mean,
because this is, you know, once all that start happening, the walls start closing in. Because, you know, about to drop a dime. Yo, drop a dime on him. He messed everything up, yo.
When we gonna see homeboy picture with him eating this damn banana?
We going to right now.
Yeah, I gotta drop a dime on them.
All right, here we go, guys.
We don't have with outer counters.
You know we gotta drop a dime on him. Hold on.
Playing real good.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
I'm telling you that scene right there. I say that throughout the year. Okay. Throughout the freaking year. There's certain things that I say from movies that I say it throughout the year. From life, I say I'm tired, boss. I say that all the time. And I ain't no bosses around, but I say I'm tired, boss. Remember when Martin said that? I say that. I think I say something from The Color Purple. Like, there's just certain movies where I had to say a certain line. I cannot help it.
The one that was my thing was The School Is Mad Hard, because my son used to say that playing around.
Oh,
he was like, I can't take this. School is mad hard. I'm like, get out of here, boy.
Oh my gosh. And they got one with Precious where she be like, I do is my work. My grades is good. like, what? We do that one around here too.
Oh, wait. Did anybody put any quotes in?
Mm-mm.
No. All right. So drop a dime on him. You know, he even what was Method Man's name on here again?
Oh,
Hold on.
was this
Forgot. Either way,
Knowledge was the other dude from Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Shamik.
Okay, I think, right? Yeah. So thank you. So either way, he came there and he tried to you know, he was gonna, I guess, shoot him, right? Or, you know, get rid of him, get rid of Rico. But he had poisoned him. I mean, not poisoned him, he drugged him, right?
Yeah,
he drugged his drink. And so he was like shooting all over. He couldn't even shoot straight. He couldn't see anything. I'm like, yo, this little dude got some tricks.
And he came mad flashy. Ike. That's what he was telling them. His name was Ike Love.
Yeah.
His name was Ike Love. I just want to get some cash with you.
Right.
Jazz.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't with these folks.
OC Girl 81 says Rico had the Mary J. Blige flip in his hair.
Oh my gosh, yo, what in the world?
Oh boy.
That hair was ridiculous, and the fact that he's eating a freaking banana and the banana piece is like right there on his lip. Like, get that piece off your lip.
But I was happy to see him in another movie for a minute. When I see this, I was happy to see him in this movie because he was from Minister Society.
Yes, me too. I was
like, oh, they got him in this?
I was definitely happy to see him, and it was a totally different character. Totally. These big old freaking glasses, this crazy hairdo. Oh my gosh.
Mike Conley said, I rode solo from state to state. That's what he was saying too.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the last one because this one is funny. Not only does she say she know you, but she said she sucked your little back dingling the other night. The night before last. That's what the girl said. I don't know no Kiana.
Yeah. Lie. And then put it on after that. Chased her down. I don't know no Adriana. Then all of a sudden, they going to that. Boop, 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 boop.
My favorite scene in the movie was DMX and Lennox. That camera's crazy.
Right.
So,
pause. OC.
Yeah, because that's Lennox. Because that's Ox really real.
No, they don't
long name. Because they called him Lennox, but they called him Ox for short.
Lennox. Drop a Dime played in Minister Society, Tyrone Turner. Yep.
Yes.
And did y'all notice that he was in Meet the Blacks at the end? When they came driving, he said, I'm gonna have to drop a dime. He was like, I'm gonna have to drop a dime. Yo, he said, Eric Evans said we got robbed from a Keisha and Kiana fight. She probably would have tore little Kiana up. But so it was messed up how he did her. Moochie, before we get into, you know, the end of, you know, where Tommy was and how he was tasked to kill the, you know, that guy before he went on to do his little speech. What else was I gonna say? Oh,
my son heard us talking. Look, say this shit is mad hard, TJ.
School shit is mad hard, son. Word. That shit, get this money for Charles, son.
Yeah. I told him he used to say it all the time. I was like, get out of here.
Yes, that was so good.
He heard us laughing about it.
Yes, so good. So I was saying how she got arrested and all that, and then you know, he was just on the run. He didn't even reach a hand back to be like, yo, get her out for me, this and that, there's some money in the crib, blah blah blah. Nothing, just left her in the freaking cold. And
you pull up to the house and you see the feds there and you just back out and leave old girl there.
Yeah, very, very messed up. So how about this for another quote? Jamaica's very good. Very
this
good.
is fun tonight because I like reminiscing.
Yeah. Okay, so now we get to this. If we already know, okay, so Moochie, you said something to me about how he dropped Sincere's name. Can you talk about that?
When he got you know how he got when he do you remember when Wise and LaKish, when the shooting happened at the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
He stayed there and got arrested. And when he got arrested, he dropped Sincere's name because I don't think Sincere has ever been arrested. So no, he was like, he want to get out quick because he was in another state. So that way he want to get out before they find out who he really is. Because now the feds is coming for him.
So hold on. Let me thank you, Mike.
But I
I'm
thought
sorry.
that was him.
He was the dead president.
That is him. That's after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Tarantino, he was in Dead Presidents.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike, again. So, and for the super chat, appreciate you. So, I don't know what the heck that was all about, but did Sincere say anything to him about going to Africa? Like, did he know that he already booked the flight and the tickets?
No, he didn't know about that. He spoke to him about it, and he was telling him about the books and stuff he was reading, and he was like, "Shorty can't get no milk,
right? He can't eat no books, right?
He can't eat no books. Yeah."
Cause I'm trying, like, he don't really deserve the benefit of the doubt because of the type of person that he was in this movie, you know, his character. But I don't know. I want to say he probably did it because he knew his friend was leaving the country, but that I don't know. So all right, now. Anybody want to talk about? Do y'all remember the whole setup where he is supposed to like it's either you do time or you kill this dude before he gets up there and makes this speech?
I just remember.
Yeah, I remember it. I don't remember. They was at. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Setup. No, I'm saying I don't remember. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hold
on. Before you say anything, Moochie, the way I like this right here because it's so real. Like. They added something. I mean, everything is, pretty much real when it comes to the streets and not real, but you know what I mean? Like it's art imitating life and stuff. But they put this in here where how the feds, they really be the feds be killing folks. Let's just be real. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that on my live, but let's just be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you look at all like the transcripts and everything that they had with J. Edgar Hoover, like it was a lot. It's a lot. And did I say it right? I said his name right. J. Edgar Hoover, right? Did I say his name right? I feel like I didn't say it right.
Yeah, he's the one that set the Black Panthers up.
Yeah, he said he was a part. He was a part of everything. Sam Cooke was on his train. So he was watching Sam Cooke. He was watching Martin Luther King. He was watching like the dude from Black Panther, like you said. What was the one from the Jesus and the Black Messiah? What was his name? Fred Hampton.
Lionel. Was it Lionel Hampton?
I thought it was Fred. So him.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say Martin Luther King? Yep.
Yes, you said that.
Malcolm X, like, everybody, because he was afraid of a Black Messiah. So anybody that had any kind of influence, a Black man that had any kind of influence, he was trying to get rid of these people. When you watch any documentary about any of these Black men that has some influence, something to say, J. Edgar Hoover pops up all the time. I'm like, why do we still have schools named after this guy? Tear them suckers down. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this is what reminds me of all of that. So go ahead, Moochie. The floor is yours.
Okay, but Jeremiah Latumbo says the movie starts with him saying he sold his soul to. Yeah, it does. It does say that.
Right, he was kind of like doing his little rap his little rap poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sam Cooke, Billie Holiday, Meek is saying, yup.
See, unbelievable.
Yeah, because they
And
silenced her too.
Yeah, and not for nothing, I didn't know that Sam Cooke was that dude. Like he was
Yeah.
trying to make his own like he was trying to be to the point where it was like, we don't need nobody else. I'm about to make my own situation, like my own record label and my own, like he was trying to be up there with like the big dogs.
Right.
Because he owning the music,
He was making a lot of money because when he wrote his songs, if they performed them over, he was getting all the money, all the points, because he owned all his stuff.
Yep. Because he was smarter than the average folks. So, but go ahead, Moochie, talk about it.
Talk of where we at, where you want to talk
with this.
With this, he's telling him, he meets up with Sincere here. They uptown, and he meets with him, and he tells him, like, he gives him the car, and he was like, I won't really be needing it anymore. And he's basically telling him he's a changed man. He's not telling him what he's actually there to do. And that's the last time they see each other.
Right. So, in the meantime, we got two separate stories, two separate situations. I was very afraid when I first watched this movie. I was scared for Sincere because you know how it is when you're trying to get out of town. Y'all saw Carlito's Way, try to freaking get out of town, and you get ready to get on that daggone train and get popped. Like, oh my gosh, huh?
That's all that's gonna happen.
Right, exactly. So I was like, no, please let him get out. Please let him get out. And he did. And it was wonderful. And I was happy for him. Like, because he really wanted to change. He wanted to be out. From the jump, he was already, you could tell how different they were. Like, look, this ain't everything. Like, I got a girl, I got a daughter, I want way different and all of that. So, Jeremiah says that Nipsey was trying to own his masters too. I thought he did.
Okay. I thought he owned it.
He was teaching. Yeah, because he was teaching people to do stuff like that.
Most of his stuff he owned, and I think this he sold most of his stuff out of the trunk. He didn't get that major deal until right before he passed away.
Yeah, because that's the type of stuff he was teaching folks to do, like
get real estate or that. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like he was like on a list, like you saying too.
Yep. Absolutely. So we have, like I said, two alternate, we got the alternate endings with these guys, and the path that they traveled. You see the seeds that they were sown. Tommy sowed, he sowed, the seeds of just destruction, right? And we know that Sincere, he wanted to get out the game, and he got out the game. He made a plan and he got out. Now with this one, Tommy, he didn't wind up killing the dude, right? So he got arrested. Like he went to prison.
They never showed that. They just showed him, the guy talking him down.
Yeah.
And then basically, at first he was gonna do what he was supposed to do.
He was right. He was gonna do it.
But once he started getting close with this religion and getting close to the reverend or whatever it is, the figure that they wanted him to target, he was having a change of heart. And that's basically the message part of this movie.
Right. So listen, DMX, he did his thing, and after that he kept doing his thing in movies.
Definitely.
I was a super huge fan of DMX. So and I also love Nas.
Like I wasn't able to watch the whole movie to prepare for it, but I watched the scene, and this scene was like,
yeah. He did good. So I don't know if anybody else wanted to bring anything up, but that's pretty much that. It was pretty fun talking about
it was fun.
Belly and Payton.
Especially Belly. I really had fun tonight.
Drop a dime on them, baby. Meek, DeMarcus, Jeremiah, Eric Iverson, Art Love, Mike Conley, Jay Alexandria, LSW, Monique Johnson. Thank you guys so much for being here. And OC Girl, Jeremiah Latumba. I think I said that. If I didn't see you, Monique Nicole, Youngboy24. You guys have a blessed and safe night. And, we're going to let you know what's coming up for all these channels before we get out of here real quick, though. So, Nita, you can go first.
Okay, so what is pressing on me is House of the Dragon.
Yay!
10 o'clock tomorrow night on my channel. It's not just going to be us. We're going to have a full panel, baby. So
okay,
get ready. And we're not doing no recap. The recap was already done. We are going to be getting deep into some theories. We need to break this stuff down because we're on a ride, y'all. I'm telling you. That House of Dragon was great. It was good.
Yeah.
Did you watch this, Kay?
That's what I was about to say. My review is dropping late tonight because I gotta work it out. So I finished everything. It came through. Some people wanted some spoilers or whatever, a little bit of spoilers from the book. So I got y'all. So I'm gonna drop it tonight. But I decided that I'm gonna stop reading the book because I want to be surprised like everybody else.
I mean,
okay.
They already deviated from the book a little bit, just so y'all know.
All right.
But they already, everybody that we watch, they already got the spoilers in there.
Yeah, I ain't watching them though. So that's the reason. Yeah. That's the reason why too I don't want to watch them because they're big enough to where people know it, like the book, they got all the nerds following them, so everybody know what's going on. When I first started watching Game of Thrones, I didn't read the books, right. So I was shocked at all the stuff that happens, and I want to kind of be shocked at that too, so experience. Yeah, so yeah. I'm kind of like there's stuff that I know that's gonna happen, and it's kind of like I don't want no more spoilers like that, so okay. I think I'm gonna stop. I'm going to stop reading because I don't really want no more spoilers. And that's just how it is. Moochie, what's happening on your channel, girl?
I got what's coming up next. I got a little theory video coming up and a trailer breakdown. And also the finale of Animal Kingdom is coming up. And on Wednesday, we'll be back talking about the Shy with the panel.
Yes. And hopefully tomorrow night, my night owls will be with me when I go at 12 a.m.
Yeah, 12 midnight.
Hopefully,
guys. 1, I don't know.
Hopefully, y'all be there. Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. OC Girl, it's coming. It's coming, girl. I'm working on it and all that good stuff. All right. I have some, I guess, I'm trying my thing, guys. It's gonna be late. It's gonna be late. So you'll probably be able to see it tomorrow, in the morning when you wake up and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And we'll have some fun. I'm gonna try my best to do little fun things or any little breakdowns, but for House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones stuff on my separate channel. So I'll just link it in my community tab because I don't really want to mess up my algorithm on this channel. But a lot of people in the community tab were saying that they were watching House of the Dragon. So that's why I'm going to post a video on this channel as well. And then I'm going to make a playlist. All right, y'all. You guys have a blessed one and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh.